So welcome to Richard Gans. We have the world famous Richard Gans with us today to talk with us about why he supports the foundation and hopefully to convey some of his enthusiasm to you to encourage you to give as well. So Richard, thank you for joining us. Welcome.
Thank you, Jessica. Thank you for including me. You know, this profession has been remarkably good to me. Never did I think when I was sitting in my original master classes in audiology that this profession would take me around the world to, 37 countries, 150 times. I had the great honor to be the Academy president, to sit on the board with some amazing friends and colleagues, David Fabry, Robert Sweeto, Jerry Northern, Catherine Palmer, Gail Whitelaw, just goes on and on and on. The friendships we've made in this profession, and more importantly, the good that this profession can do for children and adults throughout the United States and worldwide. I just came back from Nairobi last night. The entire world looks to the American audiology community for guidance on best protocols and practices. So our responsibility is really global. And so I would say to all my fellow audiologists, the world is looking to you for a lot of the answers, how to help people regardless of hearing loss, vertigo, balance dysfunction. So take our profession really seriously.
That's excellent, Richard. I'm going to come back to that in a minute because you've had an absolutely impressive career. I first, though, want to talk about all that you have done for the foundation and research funding within the foundation. So you have supported the Vestibular Research Grant for over a decade now. Why did you feel it was critical to start that program?
Well, several things. First of all, I think it's best for most folks to make a commitment. So we made a commitment of $25,000 for every 10 years. And we re-upped that, I guess, 2 years ago. We're hoping we can do more. So I think everyone could say, you know what, I want to make a 5-year commitment of $10,000, or I want to make a 10-year commitment of $50,000 or $12,000. And then every year the Academy Foundation reminds you that it's time to make your annual donation. But I think that's important for the mindset because philanthropy is about, really do something of value, but also sustainability and consistency. So when you are trying to promote philanthropy, the organization that you are being philanthropic with has got to have some ability to know what they can depend on. What's coming in every year? What do we have to increase our ask? These kind of things. Now, as a businessman, I appreciate that, right? It's called forecasting and projection. So our philanthropic arm, the AAA Foundation, needs that as well. So I would like to ask my fellow donors to think about more a 5-year, 10-year type of commitment and just follow that. Look, you can always increase it. Don't believe that giving $1,000 or $2,000 a year doesn't mean something. Oh, I'm embarrassed. It's only $1,000 a year. You know what? Up it, right? You can always increase it. But obviously, as a thought leader in the area of vestibular imbalance for 40 years, trying to bring the profession into this great subspecialty, I believed it was critically important for our young AUD PhD students to be involved and have some type of a reward to promote research in the vestibular sciences. So we earmarked our specific gift for this research award in vestibular science.
That's excellent. So Richard, you really talked about my next topic too, so I'm going to ask it anyway, though. You have been an absolute longtime advocate and one of the most respected persons in the profession of audiology. You have gone above and beyond to lead the Academy as past president. You're a lifetime member of the Academy. You really have given all of yourself to audiology, the profession and the persons that you serve. So why should donors consider giving to the foundation? And maybe talking again of what is that challenge that you would put out to members to support the foundation?
Well, as you know, we've committed to a $25,000 gift. That's over 10 years. Mm-hmm. What I would like to do is, how about the DizzyWorld challenge, right? Because here in Florida, we are also known as DizzyWorld, right? The American Institute of Balance. But I would like to ask all of my friends, look, right now we have about 120 AIB centers of specialty care in about 38 states. And these are practices that do extremely well. I know many of my friends that are, especially in private practice, are doing great. You know what? Here's the challenge, right? The challenge is meet or beat what's going on at the American Institute of Balance. Match me, right, at $2,500 a year for a 10-year time period. And let's see, maybe we'll come back next year and we'll even double it.
Richard, everybody, you heard it here first, the DizzyWorld Challenge. I love it. It has a buzz to it. Richard, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for sharing your time and your resources and your talents with us. Thank you.